Man, I don't know about this one. This is Jimmy from Jimmy's Rebuilders. Happy New Year, y'all, to everybody out there. Um, I, I ran across this and I started out to post it or do anything about it, but it's pretty rough looking. It's kind of, yeah, just not a very attractive looking car here. Yeah, I'm not much on convertibles, and I guess that's one thing that kind of threw me off here. But I got to look at this car. This got a lot of good parts on it, and I guess you could go either way on this thing. You could rebuild it or use it for a parts car. But the one thing got me is it's got a wood steering wheel in this thing, and I'm sure that's probably a original wood dash. And look at these things got a tachometer in it. I've never really paid attention to this, but I'm not sure if that's a factory tack or not. But anyway, it's got one in it. Uh, it seems to match the other gauges, so if anybody knows anything about that, if that's original or not, let me know. But the interior of this car doesn't look all that bad. I was looking at the rest of the pictures, and seats, interior, and engine looks nice. I don't know what Pontiac engine, but look at that intake. I don't know if that almost looks like a torquer intake on there. I'm not real sure. Looks like a single plane, but intake, but it's hard to tell from just these pictures. I couldn't tell from looking at it. I don't know if I can get in any closer or not. Sitting here. No, it's not a torque. It's just maybe just a Pontiac intake here. Just looks different here, but I wasn't real sure about that. But it's all original under the hood. It seems like all this stuff looks pretty nice under here. It doesn't appear to be rusted out or anything. So think about these frame cars. If you had another clip tail, you could put a clip tail on this thing. The only problem is that top there. That top has got some damage on it. You'd have to find you another convertible. You probably have to contact that guy out in, I guess out in Arizona, just does Pontiac parts. He's on Facebook all the time. He's probably got a rear end to fit this thing, or you put a section in here. But the top is the key to this thing getting it rebuilt. There's a lot of expense getting that top rebuilt. Yeah, look at that! Look at that dash on here. That's wood dash on it. That's when you used to put like a wood veneer on these things back then. But anyway, it's got a lot of good parts on it. If you had a GTO you're trying to build or something or whatever, this thing's got a whole complete front end. But this thing about this thing, you can make a GTO clone pretty quick. I'm not much on clone cars, but I do like the way the GTO back end looks on these things. I like the way it looks better. You can put a GTO back in on there if you wanted to. But anyway, the car, other than that, you could get by just putting a section in here. Just put this, on one side here, just put a whole quarter panel section in here if you can find one. That's the problem if you're finding one, a good one that's not rusted out. I know they probably make panels and stuff for them, but I know that frame's got some damage to it. So I don't know what, it might just depend on the frame, how bad the frame is, if we can fix this thing or not. That'd be the key here. You'd have to get your, I think about these old frames like this, you can heat and pull these things, and you can do a lot of stuff with these older frames like this. You heat those things cherry red and pull them and beat on them. You can get it pretty close. But man, look at this. This thing is just, it's just not a very pretty car. But look at these wheels on it. It's got some, I'm not much on these wheels. These wheels don't look too awful bad. If I get back to them here. I don't know what kind of wheels those are. But, no, I don't know about these wheels. I'm not much on, I kind of like the factory wheels, but the car doesn't appear to be rusted out or anything. So this thing's located in Utah. So it'd be a pretty good way to ship this thing if you're going to ship it anywhere besides Utah. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, I'll let y'all go. But man, if I see something else, I'll let you know. But here's somebody looking for parts, or maybe I'm a big project. Here you go. Anyway, current bid on this thing is $1,500. So you might get a deal on this thing for $15. Well, of course, you got to figure in your fees and everything. But no auction date yet. Still says future on here. So you got a little time to get your calculator out and start figuring on this thing. Anyway, well, till I find something else, we'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good one. Bye.